Welcome back to JAFM Audio. I'm Frankie.
I'm James.
And welcome to the Yankees post-game show. We are going to discuss the Yankees so far in the season. Beautiful day. The Yankees took the series with the Blue Jays, 2 out of 3. Also, the Yankees took the series from the Diamondbacks, 2 out of 3. Very impressive. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Yankees. I like the offense. I like the hitting. I like the defense. Starting pitching's looking great. Bullpen, I'll be honest, they're a little questionable, but we've been getting the job done for the most part. Soto's been playing well. Judge is coming around. He's starting to get some hits. Volpe is on fire. I think they might need to move him up in the lineup. You know, he's been getting on base. He's batting, I believe, in the 300s, and he's been getting on base. If you could get him, either lead off or 2 slot, then you have Soto and Judge. You could almost guarantee an RBI there.
Okay.
I'm liking what I'm seeing through the lineup, which is, what I was looking forward to. I knew their offense would be, pretty high power, and that's what was expected. The starting rotations look really good too.
Good.
Cortez looks a little shaky to start games. I don't know what's going on with Cortez, but to start games, he's been looking a little shaky, but he comes back around, the second or third inning and puts a couple of good innings up.
Right.
The bullpen has been pretty good. I wouldn't say they're amazing. A couple shaky times, but I'll take it.
The bullpen. I'm looking at the numbers here right now. The bullpen's been all right. They have an team ERA of 2.88.
Mm-hmm.
Their whip, is a little high for a bullpen, 1.33.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the middle of the league, 17th in the league. It's something that you don't want from your bullpen, especially late in the games. But all in all, as a team, as a whole team, the Yankees are looking really, really good. They're off to their best start since guess when?
When?
Last year. Last year they started off really well. I believe it was 8-3. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we're 8-2 right now, sitting at 8-2.
Right. So a better start to the season than last year. Look, the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Oh yes.
Giancarlo Stanton has 3 home runs.
Hit his grand slam today.
He's on pace for 65. All right? No, but honestly, listen, you're getting production from Stanton.
That's huge.
You're getting production from Volpe as a young kid.
Huge.
You're getting production from Rizzo at first as an older veteran.
Huge.
You're getting production from Oswaldo Cabrera.
You could go through the whole lineup and say we're getting production.
You're starting to get a little bit of production from Verdugo, but he's not that big.
Yeah. Verdugo's not there yet, but he's decent.
There's one guy who's carrying this team on his back, and that's Juan Soto. All right. So Juan Soto, I know the season's early. He's batting .333 with an on-base percentage of .438, OPS of .875. He has a home run, 7 RBIs. We already know what he can do, and he's doing it and more.
Oh yes. So we just need to give him the check already, guys.
Well,
he said he was willing to. He's not opposed to an extension. He said talk to his agent. He said talk to the agent. He's not opposed to it.
I wouldn't be opposed to $700 million either. So, we already know he turned down the Nationals offer. I believe it was something in the ballpark of close to $500 million, but it was a lot of deferred money.
Yeah.
Apparently he was going to be getting money later on in his career, maybe when he was retired and whatnot. But if he's willing to talk, and it's not going to distract him from the season. If I'm the Yankees, I'd talk.
Sign him right away as soon as you can.
Yeah. He's going to have his ups and downs during the season.
What I think is happening now, I think he's feeling the Yankees culture. Mm-hmm. He's loving the fan base. They're playing well, 8-2. Mm-hmm. So, why not be open to an extension? He's on fire. He's playing very well here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he re-signs with us.
You're looking at 10 years at least. What is he, 25? So you're looking at maybe even more than 10 years, and it's going to be big money. You're looking at close to Ohtani money. Oof. I don't think you go over Ohtani money because Ohtani does both pitch
definitely
and hit.
not.
And let's not act like Ohtani's not a great hitter either.
Yeah.
But, Juan Soto's an on-base, run-producing machine. And, you can see what it's done to that Yankee lineup. I mean, once again, we know it's too early, but Oswaldo Cabrera is playing great. Volpe's playing good.
Oh, yes.
Stanton's hitting the ball. I don't expect that for the rest of the season. I know somewhere there, something's going to happen. He's going to hiccup on the way to the ballpark. He's going to sprain a back spasm, broken spinal cord, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Let's hope not. But, right now you're getting production from the guys that you were hoping to get production from.
This is what I was talking about early, in the spring training. As if these guys could all play and fire on all cylinders, I don't expect everyone to be on fire the whole season because that's not probable.
Yeah.
But as long as these guys can remain fairly consistent, put the ball in play, get base runners on, steal bases, next guy up, hit a single, knock him to second base, knock him to third. I like the kind of baseball we're playing. I feel like in the past, it was home run or nothing.
Yes.
Very much home run or nothing.
Yeah.
I like the kind of baseball we're playing. We're playing, singles, doubles, and then we're getting the big slug,
Big hit.
Yeah, big hits when they're needed.
Yeah.
I love that kind of baseball. That kind of baseball is fun to watch. Even if we're losing games, that's fun to watch. When your team is, getting base runners, hitting the ball, playing well. I love to watch that kind of baseball.
Yeah. So if you watch a Yankee game and you see the first inning, you see the opposing pitcher, he's pitching to the third or fourth bat. He's pitching to Soto and he's pitching to Judge, and he's already at 21 pitches. These batters are working the count, and that's huge.
Oh yeah,
so that's what you're seeing from. Are you a little concerned about Aaron Judge? He's batting 170, 194 actually.
Bunch
of strikeouts. No, I'm just saying 11 strikeouts on the year.
He had a slow start. I think his stomach was still bothering him. His abdominal.
Right.
He's coming around. He hit a couple home runs now. He's putting up a few hits. I think he's coming around. I'm not too concerned with him anymore. Stanton, on the other hand, I was very concerned with before 2 days ago. I think he was struck out maybe like 9 out of like 13 at bats. It was the stat before he went on this rampage where he had like his getting these hits, these grand slams, and these home runs.
Yeah.
Glad to see he's producing now. He's still a question mark. Don't get me wrong. But if he can produce like this consistently, we're a dangerous lineup. We're dangerous 1 through 9, dangerous lineup.
He struck out 15 times on this season already, but I mean he's batting 219. Let me tell you, if you get 219 from Stanton with 30 home runs this year,
that's
you
huge.
should throw a party. I'm serious.
That's huge.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, and I said he's going to be a key component to the Yankees lineup because why not walk Soto and Judge to get to Stanton, have him strike out.
Yeah, I would.
If he can hit the ball, put the ball in play, that's beautiful. We need Stan to perform, and so far, he's picked it up in the last 2 games. I really like the lineup. I mean, the starting pitching has been very great too. The bullpen, I would say if there's anything that I would nitpick right now about the Yankees start, would be the bullpen.
Yeah.
They are kind of, I wouldn't say worrying, but it is a little, concerning because there's a lot of games, close games that we've played where amazing plays have saved the game.
Yeah, so those amazing plays have bailed Clay Holmes out out of about 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Where it could have went the other way.
We could easily be 500 right now. Easily.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he's somewhat worrisome right now. Maybe he gets it together. I haven't watched the Yankees enough even last year to know, where he stands in terms of being the closer or not. But it definitely has to be a concern. Eventually, when you allow runners on base in the 9th inning trying to close out a game, eventually it's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah.
And that's what I've seen from Holmes as well. How's he looking statistical?
Oh, statistic-wise? Oh, man. Clay Holmes, I mean, not bad. Let's see here. He has a 1.40 whip.
Yeah, so that hurts.
Hitters are batting 318, which is not
you don't want that from a closer.
The greatest.
Yeah.
Even though he does have a 0 ERA, but again, we can attest to that being from the phenomenal plays at third base, the catches Verdugo's making,
absolutely,
the throws home from Soto. Yep. So he's gotten saved on a few times, but to have a 318 bat, they're going to catch up to him eventually.
Eventually, it comes back to bite you. Yeah.
One person I do like a lot in the Yankees bullpen right now. Where's my guy? Ian Hamilton.
Yeah, you mentioned him. Yep.
Ian Hamilton. I won't lie. He's looking great. Outside of that one game,
Yeah.
he had one bad game. Not everyone's perfect.
Yeah.
But he's been looking really good. Hitters don't really hit the ball great against him. He has a 1.7 whip. I'm sorry, he has a .63 whip.
Yeah.
With a .15 batting average. They're only hitting
right
.15.
Right. So the 1.63 reflects how many runners are on base, and if that's half a run of an inning. So in 2 innings, that's one runner. That's something you can work with.
And he's pitching multiple innings. It's not like he's just coming in and throwing 1 inning games.
Is that something you think the Yankees will look at, moving forward, as maybe a new closer in the closer role?
If he can show this consistently, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Especially with players hitting homes pretty hard. And, he's gotten saved a lot. Yeah. I don't mind having Ian Hamilton come in for the last 2 innings of a game and shutting it down. He has great pitches, great velocity, great movement. He might be the guy.
You may have to swap. Maybe put Ian Hamilton to close the game
and have
Holmes in the 8th,
maybe 7-8
yeah,
spot.
something like that. Yeah.
And one other thing, Loisaca went down.
He's tough
on the injury. The IL.
See, I thought he would be the closer eventually, but now what is he out for the season now?
I don't think he's out for the season. I think they put him on the 60-day IL.
I believe I heard he was out for the season. Let me take a look at it real quick. Rest.
He is out for the season. Yeah, that's huge.
That's a huge blow. That's a huge blow.
Again, back to the bullpen. I think, right now we're looking okay, but if there's any foreseeable issues with the Yankees, I think it's going to be their bullpen. I think that's something to keep an eye on for the Yankees for the rest of the season.
I agree. If there's going to be something that faults this Yankee team, it's going to be the bullpen right now. The offense looking good, defense looking good. Mm-hmm. Even the outfield defense. I thought the outfield defense will be a little shaky with Judge and center, Soto and right. But we haven't seen that yet. I mean, time will tell. Once again, it's only a handful of games.
Yeah. So I mean, even some games they're DHing, Judge,
which they have to.
Yeah,
which you have to.
Putting Grisham out in center, which is a pretty good move. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with the defense. Sometimes Oswaldo Cabrera makes a few errors at third base, but
you live with that.
Yeah, I'll live with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's hitting home runs and getting guys on base.
Yeah,
I'll live with that. But the bullpen is what I think will need work moving forward in the season. I know it's still early, but let's say the Yankees continue this hot streak. Yeah. Let's say we're upcoming the All-Star break and we're 20 games above 500. You could say.
That'd be nice.
You don't foresee that?
I mean,
we're 8-2 right now.
It's possible.
So let's say.
Listen.
In a perfect world, we're 20 games above 500. And, if the bullpen's still struggling, I say we make a move for a better bullpen guy.
Well, I 100% think that they're going to be looking for more bullpen help. And I'm sure Cashman is looking at it right now.
We did pick up Dennis Santana. He looked good today. I still think we need one more guy. Because, outside of Ian Hamilton, Dennis Santana looked pretty good, in his first few games. Outside of them, Caleb Ferguson's looked okay. I'm not going to say there's the batting, 211 against him. Mm-hmm. He looked okay, not bad. Clayton Beeter is very worrisome for me. But
we're in agreement with the closer role. We feel that it may be something that the Yankees will have to address moving forward.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so. If teams continue to get these hard hit balls and you continuously have to make these
get bailed out by the good play.
These all-star plays. Yeah. You're not always going to get those plays.
Right.
And it'll catch up to you. I think they have to keep a close eye on the closer.
Right. So the Yankees have now 3 with the Marlins, who I believe got their first win today. I think they're 1-10. So they have 3 with the Marlins. The Marlins are coming into Yankee Stadium. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's game, 6:05 p.m. start. It was actually moved because of the eclipse that was going on. It was supposed to be a 2 o'clock game.
Oh, yeah. Did you get your glasses?
No, I did not. I'm not going to be looking up at the sun. I'll watch the 14,000 videos that people post on social media tomorrow, and I'll get the full effect. without any strain on my eyes.
I guess.
So the Marlins tomorrow, 6:05 p.m. start, and they have the Marlins on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they go over to Cleveland.
I'm looking forward. I hope we sweep the series. I hope. At least 2 out of 3. But if not, I definitely want to sweep against the Marlins especially.
Yeah.
If we could get that, we're sitting at 11-2.
Yeah.
When's the last time the Yankees started 11-2, Mr. Statman?
I'll have to look that up, but I'll let you know later.
Yeah, but I like the start. There's not much to complain about with the Yankees. Mm-hmm. Very, very great start from the Yankees.
Yep. I think the starting pitching also is you have to keep an eye on their starting pitching as well. Without Cole, you look at Cortez hasn't looked great. Rodon, they're keeping him on a short leash, rightfully so. You want him to build up his confidence. If he goes 5 innings, gives up a run or 2,
he hasn't looked terrible though.
He hasn't. Yeah. No, he hasn't.
He looked pretty good.
He hasn't. Stroman has looked great.
Man.
Yeah, boy, Stroman.
Man, I've been telling you, James. He's came to New York for a reason. Stroman's ready.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm sad we lost his home opener. I wanted him to win that game so
Well, he pitched
bad.
well also in his home opener. I think he's sporting a 0 ERA also, right?
I think what I think might happen with Stroman, teams are going to read the scouting report. He doesn't throw a lot of strikes over the plate. Let me take that back. To start off counts, he really tries to work the corners. And if you can be a patient hitter with him, you'll work yourself to 2-0 counts, 3-0 count, and then he'll have to come over the plate. Once they start picking up on that, maybe we'll see some bumpy games. But right now, Stroman the showman, baby.
Looking good.
He's looking great.
1-0 with a 0.00 ERA. I'm sorry. He's actually looking better than Yamamoto.
Oof.
So what a good
like
deal.
10 times less the price.
What a bargain that Cashman got there.
Stroman, man, showing up. I knew he would like the Yankees. I knew the Yankees would like him, and it's been working out. So it's been working out. It's still early, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Anything else you want to add on to the Yankees? Anything you want to point out?
No, I think they're looking really good right now. Once again, like I said, it's a long season. Let's let it play out a little bit. Both New York teams are moving in separate directions, but I think eventually they will meet up somewhere.
Do you think who's going to finish with a better record?
I'll be crazy to say the Mets will right now. You know what I mean? And I don't, even in the beginning of the season, I didn't think that the Mets would finish with a better record. But I do think that these are two different teams right now with two different end goals.
Yeah.
I believe the Yankees right now, the
Yankees could be in win mode. I feel like the Yankees are in win championship.
Oh, you have to right now.
Championship or bust, and then the Mets are more rebuilding.
I think the Mets are more hopefully we make the playoffs, and if not, we reevaluate next year. But the Yankees, like I said, it becomes. I believe it's a failure if you don't at least get to. I don't think you have to win a World Series. Once you're there, you want to win it.
Yeah.
But after adding Soto and adding Verdugo,
do you think making the American League championship game would suffice?
No.
You think which World Series are?
You go to the ALCS this year and you lose to Houston again. Let's just say Houston Astros. I'm telling you, you go to the ALCS and you lose to Houston.
No.
This is, and listen, last year the Yankees played Houston well also. So. If you get to the ALCS and you lose I think I speak for a lot of Yankee fans. I think it's a failure on the Yankees' part. I think they would be really upset. 100%.
I would be pretty I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be 100%. It's better than last year.
Right, but the year before you went to the ALCS and you got swept by Houston. Now you feel like, all right, we got to progress a little bit, right? Now we got Soto. Right, we got Verdugo.
Yeah,
Soto's here to beat the Astros. In the opening series, he almost single-handedly beat the Astros. He threw a runner out at the plate to save the game. He went off. He had 7 hits in his first 5 at-bats, if that even makes sense. But
7 hits and 5 at-bats.
He was...
You heard it here first.
Right. That's how
first in history.
That's how good Soto is. But he was brought here not to do well during the season.
Not to just get them a little better. He's here to get them to the promised land. I get it, yeah.
Let's get to the ALCS and Soto get busy. That's
Yes.
what he's here for. Judge wasn't able to do it on his own. Stanton wasn't able to do it on his own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Soto's here to beat the Astros or whoever else is in. It could be the Rangers. Who knows? But whoever else is in their way to the World Series.
I do see your point. You know, now that I think of it, I want to make it to the World Series at least.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. This is a World Series or bust kind of year for the Yankees, I think.
I think we have a World Series roster. Hopefully it keeps going well. Our lineup is definitely worthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come down to the pitching.
And I think injuries play a huge part too. If you can stay clear of injuries right now or minimize them, if you can listen, the way they're playing right now, you get Garrett Cole back, becomes even a bigger issue for the opposition.
Yeah.
So
he actually started, he's starting his throwing program soon, so let's see how soon he can come back. Hopefully he doesn't hurt himself again, but all right. I think that wraps it up for today's post game of the Yankees. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification bells on, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.